Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, to create massive awakened impact for millions of souls around the planet, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman. Hello, everybody. So glad to be with you. Today, we're going to be doing some really deep dive tuning in around your power and your money and your wealth frequency and what's going on in your major chakras that is creating where you are right now. So as we've learned for so long, right, that everything that is happening in our experience has been created within. It's all happening. It's within us. And so we have the opportunity to utilize the energy flowing through us, through our energy centers, to work upon those energy centers to create more enlightenment, more enlightened opportunities to serve, or opportunities for abundance in every area of our life. And it runs through those major chakras. Now, I will just mention that, yes, there are more than 7 chakras. Some people say there's 9 major chakras. Some may say there's 8. Some may say there's 10. They're all valid points. I've been working with the 7 major chakras for many years, and I'm open to working with more. Yet I found there's so much there because all the chakras are interconnected anyway. So even if we were dealing with many more chakras, everything's interacting. And so as we deal with the 7 major chakras, we ultimately really are kind of dealing with all the chakras at some level or degree anyway. That's my take on it. So with that being said, I'm going to go through this from the root chakra up through the crown, and we're going to talk about some of the common issues. Now, have energy scanned thousands of people in my career already. I feel like I'm just getting warmed up. And I've trained people on scanning the chakras, many people around the world. So what I share with you is from personal experiences of doing all these thousands of energy scans and teaching my students and reviewing their energy scans that they were doing for people. So we're going to talk about what are the issues in these chakras that create us feeling like we can't go to our next level. This definitely is for those that are wanting to up level. This isn't necessarily for people that haven't, got started on their pathway into their purpose, but for those that really want to fulfill their destiny and you've had some success in your life financially and or in your purpose, but it just hasn't hit the level that you would expect ultimately, not even close. Maybe not even close. So let's talk about it, because I do help people. I used to help people that were starting up, not as much so now on a one-to-one basis anyway. And now my clients are increasingly people making 6 figures or 7 figures and looking for this sort of support, this deeper support that I can give by my gift of being able to tune into the chakras and help you to realize something deeper. So let's talk about the root chakra. I am going to give it a call to action, towards the end. So if you want the call to action sooner, you could always, I ask you to listen to the entire podcast. But if you want to jump ahead and you want to hear, what the opportunity is to connect with me for free, you can, check that out at the end of the video, because I do have a vetting process for anybody that I would, even potentially work with on a more intimate level. Um, I definitely love to talk to everybody and connect with everybody and see what I can do to help you all. So let's go ahead and, because we're all important, we're all part of the big picture, every single one of us. So let's talk about the root chakra. All right. So what are some of the issues that we see commonly in the root chakra that are keeping people from being the spiritual rock stars, doing the big stuff, having the true wealth? All right. So the root chakra, now everybody listening, I'm sure, are familiar with the chakras, these major energy centers. So I'll just going to assume that to a large degree today. But we will review here and there. Now, through the root chakra, how connected is your energy being embodied here on Earth? How much embodiment do you have in your purpose and also your fulfillment with money? Money is definitely a root chakra situation, where if you're not particularly grounded, you're going to have money issues. In fact, really all the chakras are important for everything, so, but often we talk about money and purpose when it comes to the root chakra. Root chakra, this is where a lot of our fear and our trauma builds up. So the layers of energy that we may have or be carrying with us around feeling like we're not going to survive, like the survival energy is definitely in the root chakra. So our basic desire to be able to live and to thrive on the basic level, root chakra. And most people's root chakras that I energy scan, that are, have had maybe some success. So I'm going to, it's a tale of two cities, right? So there's people all different levels, but or maybe more than two cities, of course. But let's say you've already had some success, but you're reaching the sense of a plateau because you haven't stepped more fully into your purpose. And the energy is it's all about channeling it through your chakras. So as we tune into the chakras right now, the common issues in the root chakra are you haven't fully committed to the path that you're really here for, is one thing. So the level of commitment and embodiment through the root chakra shows up in the root chakra. And what diverts us from being fully embodied in the purpose that we're here for are, again, throughout the energy field to some degree for sure, are always the traumas and the dramas and the persecutions in this life and past life. So it's always comes back to that. And it can be minor, it could be something major, but it's something that's significant that builds up in our energy. So in the root chakra, we may have experienced incredible poverty in past lives. Then we learned how to thrive. We learned, like, okay, if you get industrious and you really get after it, people will value that. And then you get something back. You get barters, you get, money, you get whatever you get. If you don't keep moving, something in the forest might get you, or, behind that rock over there, it's going to get you. So you have to keep moving. It's survival energy. So when I energy scan people, I usually see lines of energies that are wanting to go in different directions, just generally speaking. So this keeps people, even within a focused business, dabbling in different areas in their business and not being completely, aligned with the deeper things they should be up to, focused on the primary things. By keeping it in a certain other way, keeps them feeling safe, feeling secure. Now, when we're embodying more of the trueness of who we are and true wealth, then that energy becomes like more of that thick, singular root energy going through that root chakra. just to give you a picture. And then from that place, then we can, with a sense of peace, we can manifest our purpose, right? So we can clear those energies. So maybe we can, one of the things I like to do is channeling through the chakras for individuals, of course, but we can maybe have some fun today, do some mini channelings for each chakra today. So we'll do that in a moment. But one of the other things is with these persecutions, if you've been boiled in oil in a past life for, ripping somebody off as a traitor, or burned at the stake for being a witch, or, what have you, because usually we've been healers in past lives, a lot of the audience, or you've had power and influence and been persecuted for that. So we want to clear these energies up. One of the energies there's so many energies that are good for so many different chakras, but some primary ones, again, that we can channel through would be definitely Archangel. If we want to talk about, there's so many different ways, but like one way is through the higher realms, right? So we could channel, for example, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and other archangels. We'll get into everything today, but we could channel these energies through our root chakra and to solidify the energy there. So when I'm individually working with people, everyone's a little different and what attunes best for them. So I might utilize different medicine for each person. So let's go ahead and a really common one is Archangel Michael. So we'll definitely do Archangel Michael. Maybe we'll get a little Metatron energy going. So one way to do this is, there's so many ways, like I said, just me coaching people. I work with their chakras at an invisible level as I'm talking with them. So let's just, start with just visualizing that cord going into the earth, just a sense of a cord. It can be whatever color feels good to you, but, just a sense of a golden cord perhaps going through your root chakra. Could be a blue cord, as we bring in Archangel Michael. And blue is really good for this chakra. That safety and protection energy. So maybe we'll go to a blue for the purposes of this one. And then we allow this, we're going to channel the energy for true wealth in this chakra. This energy, for 80% or more of you is wildly off in the root chakra. Wildly off, not just a little off, like, wow, you could use a tweak. But wildly off, but at least 80% of the people who listen to this podcast, higher in the general population. So let's see, Archangel Michael, let's see, what awesomeness do you have to share? So let Archangel Michael speak and transmit, and then Archangel Metatron too. Feel your earth planted into the ground. Sit on the ground and wonder at the sky. Feeling the earth lungs breathing through your lungs. Knowing the earth sky is a view into the infinite. That the sense of spaciousness and decisiveness can come together. Heaven on earth. Let the heavenly light be imbued through your sacral chakra and your root chakra down into the core of the earth. Recognize as you plant the seed of being whole and well here on this planet, you are safe and secure. The help you need or desire is readily at hand in this position of receiving. Feel your automatic true wealth, which is permanent. It does not vary. It does not change, but is always here now. As you feel it in your root chakra, know there is no trepidation or fear or indecisiveness. It simply is. Let this be established deeper and more permanently, deep down through your root chakra, down to the core of the earth. This blue ray of light, this column of light keeps you whole and well and nourished. Your needs are fulfilled effortlessly through this expanded blue light flowing through your root chakra. Come back home. Take good care of yourself. Know every inclination to come back home is an opportunity to honor yourself and the truth of who you are. Thank you. Archangel Metatron. Speak your truth. Clear the path by being clear about the bigness of who you are. You have incredible transmissions to bring, incredible messages, incredible things that are wanting to happen through you. Let them ground and land. This is where you feel not only safe, but you feel vibrant and alive and unstoppable in your purpose. No, there's always a time for rest, always a time for play, always a time to experience the power of who you are in all of it. Command us, your light team, to manifest all great things in your life whenever you desire. Be steadfast and feel my steel running through your energy down to the core of the earth, aligning with your highest. True wealth is already yours. Thank you. Play together in the infinite waters with your brothers and sisters in this vibration. There's a vibration that you call others into, and you play together with them in this vibration as well. Let it be well. Experience its pleasures. Letting go of anything that does not resonate with being this embodied and this powerful. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is just a great step forward, because you can feel that flux, feel or sense or know, right? The sense of this permanency within our being that's already connected. We don't have to make it connected. It's just the awareness of a connection that already exists. And we're just really harnessing that. And all else falls away. From this place, if you had specific desires or intents, again, this is a great time to wrap those intentions in the light, in the blue light. Let them integrate into your energy, giving you the sense of boldness and fierceness, to simply just be the frequency that you are. Let it be well. Thank you, God, and so it is. All right. So there you go. So we've established something for you to get started. We also want to drop in some of the sense of ease, air, breath. So we look at the elementals too. I like to look at the elementals. The sense of air flowing through your root chakra. Yeah. Sense of light, a sense of fire, knowing it's safe. This fire can build and be safe. Just be there. It's not there to harm anyone. Just there to just be and experience itself. This fire as well in your root chakra. Fire of the earth. Just imagining even the fire of the earth in your root chakra. And you're connected with that. There is a fire within your root chakra. A light and fire. You can go through steel and water, if all the elements, imagining and visualizing all of them. This is where we can let things be simple and easy when we get so grounded and so strong in our root chakra. So let's go to the sacral chakra. We may not spend as much time on each and every chakra, but let's see where it goes today. Let's go to the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, it has to do with your creativity, your emotions, sexual energy. It's generative energy, right? Generative energy, creative energy. So what are some of the common things I see here? Let's just get right into that. Sacral chakra, a lot of perfectionists, a lot of hard graders within the tribe that I'm speaking to. A lot of I didn't get it right, so try harder next time. I don't want to get it wrong. That bottles up your creativity. You're too focused on approval. And so that reflects in the sacral chakra. These are, again, common things I see. I could, even as I scan the group right now and what I've seen over the years. So one of the, what we're looking to bring in or presence within the sacral chakra is to nurture your inner child, right? That sense of the unlimited joy and creativity of that inner child, that eternal child. Wants to play, wants to have fun, wants to feel all their emotions and know it's well. Infusing that into the sacral chakra. That's true wealth. Not, bottling things up, creating walls and separations in our sacral chakra, which we create again for the sense of being judged or criticized or wrong, or we're going to get hurt, etc. Or, one of the common energies there too, again, is jealousy, envy. So if we feel those things, then that's going to tense up the sacral chakra. This is where deep forgiveness work can be very important as well. A lot of this sort of thing with relationships and whatnot is often focused through the heart space, which is great as well. Heart space has a lot to do with relationships as well. Again, all of them have everything to do with everything, but particularly the sacral chakra is very important to your sense of emotional intimacy and connection as well, on top of the heart, as well as the heart. So if you've been burned just doing whatever you want, and if you're ungrounded at the same time, then that's a double whammy on your lower chakras. So a lot of times we're like, we're told like as kids, if we're joyful and we're grabbing for things, we want those cookies. No cookies, like whatever it is we want. No, that's too much. You want too much. So we learn no, we get a lot of no's. And the no tends to get overdeveloped towards the joyful, exuberant life that we want to experience. So channeling through these chakras, you can channel some energy around creativity. So it could be through an archangel or just channeling the energy of this creativity and this joy. Jovial comes through, for example, here, Gabriel. Those two that comes right to me, whatever comes to you, right? So you can just channel that energy. Jovial, I get let go of the reins, play in the rain, roll in the mud, enjoy an unlimited supply of pleasure be experienced in your expression. Give your joy to the world, knowing as you experience more pleasure that your worries and cares and concerns melt away. There's no one here to take away your joy. Only you can do that. Come back home to joy. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. There is nothing quite like this sanctity and integrity of being in joy. Be invincible joy. Give generously of your playtime to yourself. Knowing life is a grand symphony that you're to play together with your brothers and sisters and with all life. There's one grand symphony. This is your true wealth. Your sense of needing to survive, to realize it's just asking you to trust playing more. Being at peace with all of yourself. Thank you. Okay. All right. So there's words, for me, for channeling, I'm channeling the words that are coming to me from the being and the energy of these higher frequencies. So we're channeling, just evoking what wants to come through here. And so we could continue to channel each and every chakra. Today I won't have time to perhaps do every single chakra. But let's talk about your power center now. What's going on with the power center? Power center is where a lot of energy really gets congested. This is where, those of you that have had success, and it came with the hard work mentality, the push mentality, coming from willpower, coming from anger, coming from striving, coming from a sense of maybe of anxiety to prove something. What happens when we let all that go? Can we trust with just our natural power? Our power seeks no distortion, but only seeks, if anything, it doesn't really seek anything, but like it just simply wants to give to us. It just wants to give to us our true power. And it gives to us generously. That's true wealth. When we let it be so simple. Just the slightest breeze or even much less than that, can be much more powerful than countless armies of energy summoned to manifest something. This is where we get on the master path of wealth. So here again, you can work with just noticing the feelings that you've got in your power center. You channel through the chakras, you get a sense of, wow, I'm really, I feel like I need to try hard. Okay, all right. But if we bring in, we can flip the energy sometimes just with a new affirmation. So I need to work really hard. Okay. I desire to let it be easy. I'm letting it be easy, and ultimately, then just I'm letting life be easy. And you can add to that, whatever you want, whatever's will reflect the life that you want. Letting money be easy. I'm allowing money to be easy. Getting that baked into your power center. Like sometimes we get so complicated, but like literally just feeling that frequency in your power center, it's like giving yourself a dose of awakening in your power center. And it might, jump around then, right? Then you feel some tension and then maybe you don't. And I think a lot of times we just aren't paying attention to the energy flowing through our chakras throughout the day. And if we were, there's so much we could do to help support ourselves and others. So many ways, but just something simple like that. Yeah, the power center, usually it feels heavy. It feels like concrete or, heavy, angry. Sometimes there's some of the things that I pick up on the scans. I see a lot of people giving their power away, giving power away to others. A lot of the empaths have energetic cords tied to other people. So their sense of well-being is tied to how other people are feeling. So it's a matter of cutting the cords. So we can just imagine cutting all those cords right now, and, I mean, really just being willing even to experience the sense of being cordless, right? Just totally cordless, just free space. Just any sense of disempowerment, anything that feels like any cords in our energy, especially through the power center, that we feel connected to anything, any ideas, any other people, cutting those cords. A lot of cord cutting can be very helpful in this chakra as well. And then, just channeling the affirmation that puts you in your power. I am thriving, succeeding easily. I am easily, whatever the intention or goal is, you can just, I'm easily manifesting this. And you just declare it a very matter of fact in a very easy way. You don't even have to try to feel confident. It's you just state it in an easy and relaxed way. You feel that in your power center, you're baking it in. You're starting to bake it in. And in fact, if you overwork it, sometimes if you try to overwork it, you're just continuing to not be in that alignment. So it's the simplest path. Now we have sticky energy, so sometimes they do need more attention. Maybe there's you can get greater bandwidth by listening to more of the chaotic energy that might show up in your power center, listening and asking questions and channeling, harnessing that energy in each chakra. Experience your true self and therefore your true wealth. So just really loving yourself, caring for yourself by listening and hearing the loving messages, that sense of attacks are, sometimes we feel being persecuted or attacked, or we're going to be on the spot, we're not going to get it right, we're going to be embarrassed. All these things can go into our power center and our sacral chakra, etc. But in our power center as well. So we can, again, utilize the higher realms. We can flip these energies. The big thing is cutting cords. I want to share for today. and quit, carrying all these lineages of people and past life energy and everything, like comes, I get it from the back of the power center to the lower back. It's where we have a lot of back issues and whatnot. And we've got to cut those cords from all sides in that power center. And I continue to carry all this stuff, have to carry this energy with us. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's all part of it. And then in the heart center, this is where, for me, the Sacred Heart and Master Jesus shows up a lot for me. Probably true for most of you, my listeners, as well, that you have that connection, a sense of connection with the energy that we call Jesus. And in the heart chakra, we often have guards around our heart because of being hurt. So it's like shields or guards we put in our heart to make sure that people can't get at us. So, and then we won't show enough of ourselves for people to disappoint us more, because we've got to protect it with those guards. So when we're really centered in our Sacred Heart, we feel nothing but pure love, joy, connection with all life. Most of us have felt that at some point or another, or maybe some of you experience a lot of it. Allowing that to come in, knowing that these old wounds of, again, that I disappointed people, sense of wanting to give up. I give up. I put so much of my heart into it and it's not working out. Well, it's not working out because it's a sense of you feel that you're responsible for other people and you're supposed to save them, savior complex, and that has nothing to do with your purpose, trying to save people. It has to do with liberating yourself and liberating others through your liberation, basically. And then, of course, you have your specific purpose, mission, intents, and gifts to share with people. But it comes down to allowing the heart to be open. It's all about opening. Find that center place in our heart. We feel that connection. So people call it a still point, right in the heart. Within that still point, we can feel infinite space. We can feel ourselves connected with infinite space. From that infinite space, if we were to feel like connections with all the universe in that still space, that's the divine matrix. From that place, we can know that we're already provided for. That's where synchronicity easily happens, is when we're deeply connected. One of the ways we definitely experience it is from the still point in our heart, from the infinite connection, quantum connections with all life in our heart. We can feel it, we can sense it or know it. And so channeling that energy by, again, just bringing your awareness to it helps to build it, And what are the issues? Again, distrust. I'm going to get hurt, better put the shield up. And there's so many more, but it's like one of the most common ones. Betrayals, betrayal's a big energy in the heart. Well, I trusted, I love them, and then they didn't show up, or they left me. And, realize that people leave us for a reason, no matter what how big it seemed or how inappropriate it seemed. That there always is a divine purpose to everything. So really feeling and sensing and knowing that in your heart, acknowledging that, and therefore forgiving yourself and others from that heart space becomes a huge clearing to opening our channel to who we are and our enlightenment, our true wealth, True wealth is being really just turned on in the energy, and then letting everything be easy to manifest in your life. All that stuff that we say so important, money, etc., that becomes simplified, becomes easier. It becomes automatic. More we're open. It just is, whatever it is that we're wanting. So it just is. No more efforts. No more efforting. The efforting's gone. So that's the potential. So I want you to just feel that potential in your heart today and have that turned on through your throat chakra. Lots of hangings, lots of chopped heads in the past for a lot of you. So the idea is you better watch when you speak up. A lot of congested energy in there. Oh boy, so it's a lot. And we want to share so much, but then when we have voices coming back that seem like other people's voices telling us we're wrong, or you can't say those things, we've just haven't stayed centered and connected, first and foremost, always in our heart. We haven't stayed connected in our heart to move through those aspects of ourselves, because really everybody's reflecting us. So when people said, you can't say that, something inside us was saying that, and they just show up, they say it, and we shut down. Or really just is our own voice. So owning, your responsibility for your own consciousness, and therefore when you have that, then you can take responsibility. Responsibility sounds so heavy, but just I'm looking for a better word. Just owning your own experience. I mean, it's really, owning it, accepting it. Maybe acceptance is better than responsibility and own. So really just accepting your own experience as your experience, and not saying it that it has everything to do with your energy, and not letting it be a heavy thing, but letting it be a liberating thing. This is just my energy, no judgment, just loving it all, embracing it all. Therefore, we can embrace others. We can share our voice, knowing that at some level, they already understand us. They do understand us. They do know who we are. That can help your throat chakra a lot. So allowing this energy to be channeled through your throat chakra, to be heard, because that's one of the biggest longings, is people want to be understood, and they want to help others through their voice, through their throat chakra. They want to manifest through their throat chakra. They want to declare things and let them be so, and know it's well. Just follow the impulse of your heart. Let it flow through your heart, your throat chakra. Okay, so this is all part of it. See, third eye issues there is, maybe I shouldn't be as powerful as I am intuitively. It was like cheating on the test. We should do it the 3D way. So we've gotten conditioning around this. Again, we've had persecutions for our gifts, energetic and intuitive gifts in past lives. So this is where, we want to, one way of clearing that is just one that I have in my meditation at yoursacredpurpose.com. and Meditate, Make Money is just a sense of air and breath just flowing through your third eye. It's a liberating vibration flow through your third eye, and gives you the sense of, giving yourself a sense of permission to see, know, feel, and understand what you already feel. And then letting that channel through your voice as well, letting yourself express and communicate what you know. When you stand in the power, your power center, through your power center and your intuitive power, and then you evoke it, you open up your full channel, you can show up and be able to declare you already know, what's right for you in this moment, even when your mind is not clear on something. Okay, I know this is what's right now. That's all I need to know. Instead of spinning, I don't know, but you have to accept that you only know that this is the piece about that, right? You may not have the full picture about where things want to go in any scenario, in your business, your relationships, etc. You may not have the full picture, and being at peace with that, knowing the pieces are coming to you, and just being at peace with what you do know, and not kidding yourself, and knowing you know a whole lot more than you're willing to admit. That you're aware of a whole lot more. That it's okay. Whatever you're aware of, it's great. Becoming accepting of this. But this is again where we become slave nation, because we give away our intuitive power. We say, okay, someone else knows. Yeah, get in my brain, be smart. This is what you should be doing. Even if it violates our intuitive impulse completely, as long as it's safe and, you know, I'm not, thinking I'm all that, we diminish ourselves. We're told that it's a bunch of hokey stuff, all this intuitive stuff. So yeah, lots of past life persecutions here is where the blocks come in, and we've been burnt before by using our intuitive powers in one way or another. Sometimes we manipulated others through our abilities, and manipulated things to our advantage, and maybe to other people's temporal disadvantage. I feel everything's a gift ultimately, but you don't wish certain things on other people, of course, at all. You want what's at the very serves the very highest, right now, rather than always serves the highest ultimately. So, but so just trusting ourselves. When I've done all my trainings with people to be able to do like an energy scanning like I do, one of the big things is just to trust what you already know. Just trust. So that's a good word for the third eye. Just trust what you already know. Trust, just write it on your forehead. Just trust. Okay. All right. And then in the crown, look, let's go there, because I wanted to get through the 7 chakras today. The crown, a lot of times there's the doubting Thomas kind of energy, unworthiness, devaluing yourself, putting other people having a priority or greater importance than you. Issues with trust, again, trust issues that show up there as well. I don't trust life itself. Doesn't seem to give me what I need or want. And then that perception, we literally create more of it, right? So here you just want to experience a sense of tension. You might feel it as a ring, or maybe even on your top of your whole head. You feel any sense of tension, you want to see a sense of like light going into your crown chakra, and that sense of light expanding in your top of your head and your crown, your crown chakra there, and integrating that energy of the light into your brain, into your pineal gland, and then so on and so forth. But channeling this energy and noticing the sense of heaviness in the crown chakra just isn't needed, just isn't needed. Again, if it's there, it's just saying, hey, I don't know if we're safe. I don't know if you can trust here. Maybe we need to get into the density to make things happen. Go to a lower vibratory rate, get really into the earth, make things happen from there, which sounds actually positive, right? But there is an easier path. There's always an easier path, and there's more available when we can allow our crown chakra to be open, allow things to easily be provided for. So this is where we get more access to all possibilities, by opening up that crown chakra and able to access the higher realms more easily, etc. So able to do more energy magic more easily. So I would say ease is a big one, with the crown chakra. Otherwise, our heads take over. The crown chakras are congested. We tend to be in our brains more. It's one of the really congested. Again, it could be any chakra. If nothing, get in your head more. Okay, now we've got an issue. The more these chakras are, we channel what really is the energy that wants to be optimizing and optimized and flowing through each chakra. then we become more embodied in the energy of that bliss and wonderment and true wealth, because then the things that we're called to do each day, the tasks or our big purpose or whatever it is, it begins to not feel like a big thing to do. It's just something that we're up to. And it becomes just much more of a matter of fact sort of thing. And you get to enjoy. And when things start feeling like, no, I have to do this, I have to do that, it gets a little too much like this and that, the truth is you don't have to do anything. So it's time to release that, and then realize that the thing you're really meant to focus on right now will be as obvious as your nose when you relax enough to let it be that obvious. And then you'll know how to proceed, and you'll be able to do it with ease, far greater ease. And I hope this is all making sense. Sometimes I'm talking about my podcast and I don't have a voice talking back to me. I don't know how it's 100% landing, but I think you get the idea. But there's so many ways that I work with people through their chakras. I just wanted to talk about maybe some things that you could utilize, some wisdom and knowledge and some pointers. There's so much you can do with it, but as we just work in general with all these chakras, and then we just literally just bring some presence to our intentions from these higher vibratory states we get into by working through the chakras and channeling through the chakras. Everything becomes simplified, and we can actualize more of our unlimited potential. Unlimited meaning there's just not any exact limit to it, what's possible. If we want to see anything manifest, we can. It's what I call energy flow mastery, that we become, in an enlightened way, master of our energetic path. And that includes, it's not only the 3D physical realm, the goodies that our survival and ego mind want, but the state of oneness consciousness and beyond that we want to embody and play in, and experience the richness of the energy life that's available to us from there, the cosmic, consciousness, and things that some people call esoteric, but as you deepen into them, you get to see they're more real than the things that people say this is the real thing and that's esoteric. So for anybody that this is what I'm saying, you're like, yeah, totally. I mean, and more, I want to, and yes, and more, please. Definitely would love to connect further with you. So, like I said, I've done a lot with working with the chakras with people over the years, and then training people on scanning and working with the chakras, people around the world, healers around the world. If you would like to learn more about the work that I do and I train people in doing, you can reach out to me. Right now, one of the things I'm doing as well, I do offer certification to learn how to go through, be able to tune into energies and whatnot, which I can share with you, my energy scanning abilities with you. So, and then also the opportunity to experience what I call energy flow mastery. When you blink your eyes, if you really wanted it, to see anything manifest. If it was really true, if it really mattered to you at some level, if it interested you as an infinite being, that it could be as easy as even just being like even easier than your breath. That's how I say, even almost easier than your breath, things can unfold. But it's not us, we're not doing it. Because we're an open channel for a higher potential, it can easily just unfold in our life. And that's where we experience synchronicity. So we all experience that at times, right? I just had the thought and like it happened, right? What if that was more the experience you had almost all day long, like maybe all day long? What if you had more of those experiences? Experience a greater life than perhaps, a life that might interest you a bit more than parking spaces and small gifts from other people, which are huge. I don't want to minimize that because it's all beautiful, it's all perfect. But yet there's a greater energy container most of you are meant to be standing in that you're disowning because you don't want to go there. It doesn't feel safe to go into your deeper energy and your deeper purpose. But through the work we can do through your overall energy field and your chakras, we can have you standing in that energy and leading as the light leader that you are in your purpose, and therefore experiencing greater expanded wealth, a true wealth, and the enlightened presence within, doing your purpose at the most rockin' level. So if you'd like to explore that with me, you could go to my website, yoursacredpurpose.com. There is a place there where you can reach out to me to get an energy scan consultation, which is in itself worth several $100s, because that's on a low end, because many times people meet with me and it definitely changes their frequency, and the clarity I bring to them through the scanning I do can be very profound for people in their life and their business, their path. So there's an opportunity there to work with me to get that consultation. Normally there's the $500 deposit, which we apply to working with me if you do choose to work with me, or we refund it if you don't. So you have that opportunity. And then also, so that's the kind of the big one. Promise you won't be disappointed. And so that's that opportunity. And then the other opportunities are all on the website, but one of them is a free meditation, Meditate, Make Money. We open up your chakras, get you downloads each day, and open you up to more of that true wealth. And some people are making more money in their business. I mean, that the people who are using it are reporting that it works really well for them. They're making more money just even through the meditation. So, and it's for free. The last opportunity is if you'd rather speak to me before you take any actions further with me, feel free to reach out to me. I have a number, a specific number for such purposes that you can contact me at. But make sure, I don't typically answer it directly, but if you leave a message, I will get back to you to just like, hey, I really just felt like I wanted to connect with you. I have no idea, where to go from here, but I just feel like I'm supposed to be connecting with you. And maybe I do want an energy scan. I don't know. Maybe I want a consultation. I'm not sure yet, but I'd like to talk to you. So then you can contact me at the website, or you can dial my number, this number that I have, 815-322-9311. 815-322-9311. Okay, so follow your guidance. Take action on what you know to be true for yourself. No more, no less. Let it be easy. And enjoy. Yeah. Release the spiral that happens in the contracted energy. And trust. That's where the good stuff is. That's where we can actualize more. It's what's allowed me to reach people around the world and help so many people around the world through the work that I do. And to thrive and have a beautiful, really a beautiful life overall. Absolutely. So anyway, so I look forward to connecting with you further. And there are so many, we have a number of opportunities that I could explore with you further if you're decide to be in contact with me. So anyway, so I'll leave it at that, and just grateful to share this with you in this format today as a podcast. Hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to continue to connect with you with all our great guests that I have all the time on this podcast. So as I always say, first of all, just enjoy. And as I always say, keep on tuning in, and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Bye for now.
You're listening to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Wednesday and Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.